Ladies and gentlemen, it's my great honor of introducing this year's Big Meet. It's so good to see all of you 20 people in here, which of course makes for the smallest Big Meet we've ever held, but at the same time the biggest one, because I also speak to all of you out there, the 1,000 approximates who have signed up for this event online. It's so good to see you here in my native hometown of Stockholm, in the wonderful Volvo showroom that we have made turn into a studio this year. And let's get on with the program. Last year, our message was survival. This year, it's all about hope. Hope for the future of food to bring us a better society. A society where we can live in harmony with nature and ourselves, eating the planet to a better future. It's also all going to be about the urban environments where humanity these days live. We see often food as something happening in the countryside, but to be honest, 70 or 80% of the food actually happens in cities. So it's absolutely vital that we speak about cities. That's what I'm going to do day one. Day two, we're going to talk all about the individuals of the city, the conscious consumers and their personalized food. But I'm not the guy to be here to talk most of the day. I'm just here to introduce people. And now I would like to introduce my favorite mayor, the mayor of Stockholm, Anna König. Come up on stage, Anna.
So much. Thank you so much, darling.
Yeah.
It's such a privilege to be here again.
Again?
And I think that more than ever, we need this theme for this conference and this meeting, hope. As you all know, cities were hit the hardest during the pandemic, both when it comes to health, but of course also the economical effects. But I think that it's also in the cities now around the world that we can see innovation, we see entrepreneurs, we see people that brings hope. And I'm especially grateful for being here today and just have the possibility to open this conference and this big meeting. For me, more than ever, climate and health are on the top of our agenda. We have introduced during my time as a mayor a policy when it comes to food, and that is also something that we're very active in the C40 network for cities around the world. Collaboration when it comes to food policies and how it affects on a global scale. But of course also what we can do in our cities. We serve thousands of meals every day in our kindergarten, in our nursing home for elderly. And what we buy in and what we serve actually affect both health and the climate. And that awareness is now implemented in the whole of the city, and also thanks to actors as you. So I'm very grateful for spreading the knowledge and awareness of these important issues, of course. For me, it's also very, very important that we have a collaboration with the entrepreneurs, with the sector of food tech. And I'm especially proud that Stockholm is a food tech city with so many entrepreneurs that are active here, but also around the world on a global scale. And I'm very grateful for them for showing innovation on how you can have urban food sectors in our cities, because I think that is one main challenges ahead when we as cities are growing, and then we also need to have a vibrant food sector in our main cities.
Thank you so much, Anna. Thank you for those kind words. Yes, a big round of applause for our fantastic mayor here. No opening ceremony is complete without a solemn ribbon cutting ceremony. So can I please get the ribbon and the scissors up here right now? Run here and we'll make sure that the mayor can cut, of course, a very green, recycled ribbon.
Fantastic.
Let me help you out with this one, Kiki. So
here I have the honor and the pleasure to open the Big Meat Foodtech meeting.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I always like the solemnity of these moments where actually a ribbon is cut, and of course we will save that at the office in a glass cabinet for future generations. But Anna, what is it that makes Stockholm such a great place for the next generation food system?
I think just one part, as I mentioned, is that we have 200 or more entrepreneurs within the food tech sector in Sweden, and most of them are established here in Stockholm. So they are very active. They have a collaboration with us, but they also show good examples on how we can actually introduce urban food in our cities and the next generation. Everything from 3D printed food as well to also when it comes to technology that is really environmental friendly, sustainable, healthy, and of course also really tasty food and all these.
Yeah, but I think you're actually underestimating something, which is the policymakers like yourself, because Anna, last year you were at the Eat Forum proudly declaring Stockholm a future food city in front of basically the entire world. What has the response been since then?
I think more and more people, especially here in Stockholm, as consumers, are aware about the connection between health and climate and food. So they are very picky what they eat, and that's when the consumer drive transformation. I think that's the best, because then so many other will listen, and they are demanding. They are asking us questions as policy making. Where does the food come from? How is it produced? And I think that is great to have informed public, informed consumers in our cities. And I think that Stockholm is, you can really feel that we have demanding customers in our, and you can see all the vegan restaurants, but also of course innovators that also can contribute food to them.
No, but that's wonderful. So actually, I think what you're pointing to here is, of course, all the Stockholmers. What a key asset we have here. All the tech entrepreneurs. What an amazing bunch they are. And of course, the policymakers like yourself. And I think out to you all out there in the world, I mean, this is what makes the cocktail especially appealing, I think, to me, being here in Stockholm. And when you are out there and you're thinking about where to relocate your businesses when going into Europe, look no further. We will take care of you in the best possible way. Anna, thank you again so much for coming here and inaugurating this event. I wish you the best of luck for the rest of your day, and I hope you enjoy some tremendously good food.
Thank you so much, and good luck also these 2 days.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Anna, for joining us here today and giving your opening remarks. It really sets the tone of the day, which is hope, which is all about positivity. We must also thank not just the mayor, but all the sponsors out there who have helped us to make this event a reality. Thank you, all of you. You can see them here on the screen. All sponsors are equal, but there are some sponsors who are more equal than other sponsors. And I would like to give a special shout out to a couple of them. One of them is my good old friend, Nadav Berger from Tel Aviv in Israel, running Peak Bridge Partners, one of the most successful and interesting food tech investors out there. Over the years, Nadav and Peak Bridge have poured their networks and their personal resources into making Stockholm a better place for food tech entrepreneurs. Let's move on to my next hope in this session, which of course is our tremendous, fantastic partner, IXON, out of Hong Kong. IXON is one of the amazing stories. I mean, IXON is a company doing the next can, essentially helping you preserve fantastic sous vide meat in a plastic bag for up to a couple of years, essentially solving all questions of transportation. It's mimicking, actually, the Swedish invention of Tetra Pak. And we have been speaking to IXON over a couple of years. Last year, they were here to present at the Big Meet. This year, they come back as a sponsor and partner because they see Sweden as a key place to be with their new type of technology. Felix, are you here? Felix is here.
I'm here.
There you are, Felix. You can hear us.
Hello, Johan. It's so nice to hear your voice.
The same, Felix, the same.
Yes. And this year, we are very privileged to be a part of the Sweden Foodtech Big Meet, and also contributing our part as a Hong Kong startup to Stockholm, the birthplace of liquid aseptic packaging. So I wish you all the best in the coming events.
Thank you, Felix. And you will be with us on a couple of occasions today also to present what you're doing, but also to participate in the very important discussion on how we build our cities and our individual food consumption patterns in the future.
Yes, and I'm looking forward to that.
Thank you so much, Felix. And we will see you soon again.
See you soon.
Okay, lovely. Thank you, Felix. As I said, there are some who are more equal than others who are also here in person. And I would like to give my last shout out here to Lars Ericson from the Consumers Association here in Stockholm. Lasse, come up here on stage, and we are having a mic for you here as well.
Thank you very much.
Lasse, you know, of course, I just need to frame this because all the people in Stockholm that we spoke with, you know, together with the mayor here, those are the ones who ultimately must benefit from this. And you have roughly 800,000 of them as a mayor.
835.
35,000. Okay, 835,000. That's kind of a lot, right?
That's a lot, of course. It's if you count all the Stockholm area, it's 1/3 of the total inhabitants of the Stockholm region. And they do their daily shopping in our Coop stores. And we, as a society, own 33% of Coop. And for our members, sustainable foods, future food products, and a sustainable food system are important. And as they live in Stockholm, they also are keen on knowledge in cooking, in how they can eat more healthy and more sustainable products. And in that part, they are interested to be part of this activities.
And they're here, right, today?
They're here on the web.
They're here on the web, and there actually will be a couple of them here physically as well today.
Exactly. So that's good. And I hope it's going to be a fascinating 2 days. I'm sure about that. And I hope that our members are interested to be a part of this in the future when we can be live here in Kungsträdgården after the pandemic.
Yes, thank you so much, Lasse. And I truly think it's great to have you and all your 835,000 members with us today, if not physically, so spiritually at least.
Exactly.
And it also testifies to the fact that this is all about people. This is not about the entrepreneurs making gazillions from IPOs in the future. It's all about the individuals getting a better food system. Thank you so much, Lasse, for being here with us.
Thank you.
And a big round of applause for Lasse and our other sponsors.